Hello. Hello everybody and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Trail, British Columbia, Canada, and I am super excited to be here with you tonight for Tutorial Tuesday. So I go live every Tuesday, live at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So, and I'm really excited. So I just got back from New Orleans where I was attending the Stampin' Up! Backstage, and it was so exciting, so much fun, and I couldn't wait to get back here to implement some of the things that I learned, some of the things I was inspired by. So many amazing demonstrators that I met across the globe, and it was just so exciting. So I hope that you guys will join me today. If you're not able to watch live, then you can catch the replay, of course, and just comment below and let me know where you're watching from. Comment along as we go through the card that we're going to share today. Stamp along with me if you want, or maybe you want to watch it and get some ideas to create later. Regardless, I love stamping and sharing with you, and I'm really excited to be back here in my happy place to start creating and sharing. So today's card is going to be featuring the He's the Man product suite. So that's my feature of the week. I did just get back yesterday, so I missed Monday's post on my blog, but there may be an extra one thrown in this week to share with you. So today's card is inspired by one of my amazing team members and part of our large team, Renee Bokit. She made an amazing card. I fell in love with it. It was for a masculine themed swap that we did. Features this set, and I just thought I'm gonna case that tonight, and I'm gonna switch it up a bit, change some colors, and have some fun, and we're gonna create that card. So a couple things before we get to that. So if Renee's out there, thank you so much for your awesome card. I do want to touch on a few things before we get to stamping. So today is August 30th already. It's crazy. This year is just flying by, and Celebration, so this guy here, ends tomorrow already. I can't believe we've had it for 2 months already. So if there's anything you want to order, make sure you get that done before the end of before 11:59 Mountain Time. So if you're here in Pacific Time with me, that's 10:59 p.m. tomorrow night, and that's when this will end. So lots of great things. If you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! And becoming part of my team, and having fun, enjoying some discounts, getting to be creative, all those awesome things that we get to do as demonstrators. Right now, till August 31st, is an extra bonus, and I've shared this with you before, but I will point it out again, that if you join by tomorrow, you get this amazing, beautiful day timer. So it's an 18-month day timer. It is a binder. I don't know if I can open this without everything falling out, but you can see it's a binder, so you can refill it. You can add extra pages, you get notebooks, and it's an amazing deal. The planner itself is completely free. You get to join for $135, and you get to choose $165 worth of product, anything you want, and then you get the planner on top of that. So it's an amazing deal. If anybody has any questions, or if it's something you've been thinking about, please reach out to me, comment, DM me, comment here, whatever you want to do, let me know. I'm happy to help. So there's some exciting things coming for September 1st, and I'll be sharing that with you tomorrow or on the 1st itself. So there's some new dies coming out. It's called the, oh my goodness, what is it called? It's a tongue twister. It's a whole lot of P's. The Perfect Partners, yes, that's it. Perfect Partners promotion. So we're coming out with 6 new bundles. So current stamp sets that are already in the catalog that didn't have dies now have dies for the month of September, and you can order those as a bundle. So that's starting September 1st. We also just got told today that there's going to be weekly specials starting on September 1st. So stay tuned, check back here often. If you're on my newsletter list, you'll be getting notified through email. If you're not on my newsletter list, then make sure you get on that and go to createwithbirdsnest.ca, sign up there, and then you won't miss it. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to chat about right now. I want to do some stamping. I have been so excited to get back to my stamp room and do a little crafting with all of you. So I'm just going to switch this view to my desk. Bear with me 1 second. Ah, good. Okay, it's here. So this is the He's All That stamp set and the All That dies. These coordinate and are all part of the He's the Man bundle. So, or sorry, suite, I should call it. So for $94 here in Canada, you get the stamp. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Bobby. You get the stamp, the dies, the paper, and the beautiful rustic metallic adhesive back dots. That's a mouthful. We're going to use all 4 today in our card. So before I get to stamping, I want to share with you the card that Renee made. And this is a card I received in the mail. And I just love it. So it's really cute from the front, and then it opens. Look at this. I love it. So fun. I love fun fold cards, especially when they're not like super complicated, right? Because we can sit down and make this and it's not overly intimidating. Love it. So this is the card Renee made. So thank you, Renee. And this is the card that I'm going to show you how to create. So you can see side by side, they're the same layout, same product suite, all the same materials, just switched it up with the colors, and you do get a very different look to each card. So this is the one we're going to make. So let me go ahead. I'm going to give you the measurements as we go. This video will also be uploaded later to my YouTube channel, so Bird's Nest Designs on YouTube, and all the measurements will be there. Hello, Joanne, along with a list of all of the products I've used today. So if there's anything you see that you like, you'll be able to find out exactly what it is by going there. Okay, let's stamp. The first thing we've got is a card base, and this one measures 5.5 by 6.5. And I've still scored it at 4.25. So what you end up with is a flap here, but it's still going to be the same size card you usually would make, and it's going to fit into the standard envelope. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach our insert. And I'm using Very Vanilla, and this measures 4 by 5.25. So I'm just going to use my multi-purpose glue here. We're going to go ahead and attach this. And I shouldn't have done that quite yet. So bear with me. I'm getting excited to stamp. We're going to just do this, okay? We're going to put that under there because I don't want that side to attach quite yet. Got ahead of myself. We need a piece here that is 3.25 by 3. And I've scored this at the 1/2 inch mark. So what I want to do first is fold that down. You see where I'm going with this, guys? I totally missed this step because I was getting so excited. So I'm just going to burnish that so that we have a nice, I'll straighten this out again. What we want to do is we want to attach this piece. So I'm going to put a bit of glue here. Okay. And then I'm going to slide this, and I should have done it before. I'm going to slide this in under here and line that insert up with the fold of my card. Okay. I'm trying to get this in the center-ish of my card. It does not have to be perfect. We can adjust the front to accommodate. So don't stress too much about that. So there we go. So you can see how that would have been probably a little easier had I just attached that and then attached the whole thing to the inside, right? But again, that was a 3.5 by 3 inch piece scored at 1/2 inch. Okay, so here's how our fun flap is going to work. Now I'm going to decorate this up. And to do that, I've got a 2 inch by 5.25 piece of the He's the Man DSP. And I've chosen to use this vehicle, cars, motorbikes DSP with a nice Cajun craze. This is what the back looks like. So I've got that. So again, 2 by 5.25. And then I've just made this 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So this is going to be 2 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, and then we'll just layer them up. Sharon. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that. So we're just going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of this, and then we're going to attach those together. like so. Okay, and then we're going to take that whole piece and attach it to the front small flap of our card. And the border is very thin, so sometimes it's a little tricky to get it even. There we go. Okay, so there's that part done. Then I have a 2 3/4 inch square piece of the designer series paper. And for this one, I've chosen the espresso, early espresso with the Cajun Craze checkered kind of plaid look on it. This is what the back looks like, which is also super fun. I was tempted to use that, but I felt like it was maybe a little too busy. But regardless, this one I really liked as well. So this is 2 3/4 inch square. This is 2 7/8 inches square. So keeping with that 1/8 difference. Okay, I'm just going to attach that to here. Okay, and then you probably guessed we're just going to attach that directly onto this flap of Cajun Craze. And when I cut this paper, I cut it slightly different than I did on my sample. So you're going to see a bit of a difference, but it's going to look just fine regardless. Okay. So there's that. And then when it's folded, it's going to be right. Okay, so now let's decorate this front up and add some of the stamps and the die cuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stamp here. Every day with you is another adventure. So when Renee did her card, she used the Together for the Long Haul, which is super adorable. But like I said, I wanted to switch it up a bit just so it wasn't the same as her card, so I could show you the difference when you can case a card, use all the same products, but come up with a completely different look. So we're going to stamp this with Early Espresso. And we're just going to stamp that onto some Very Vanilla. Okay. And then I'm going to take these two pieces of designer series paper. We're going to die cut these as well. So let me just move that off to the side. I did bring my mini boss machine in, and I'm going to show you what we're going to cut. So here's my little mini guy here. I love this machine. It's so handy, especially when I'm doing these videos for y'all and I can kind of lay everything out together here. So we're going to sit this one there and show you the all that dies. Okay, so these guys here. I love these. They're like just great shapes and accents for so many projects. Even if you don't have the He's All That stamp set, these would be wonderful. So we're just going to sit that circle there. We're going to cut out these banners here. See how there's 2 in 1? We're going to use those guys. And then on this one, I'm just going to scooch this. It's going to scooch it a bit. I'm hoping to get them all in one. We'll see how that works. We may have to go through twice, but let's try. That one, we're going to cut this rectangle die here. Okay, and it's going to work, but we have that little extra. So just so it doesn't get stuck in my machine, I'm just going to snip that off. Okay. So now we have all 3 dies in place. The only one I'm really concerned about moving is this circle. I don't want it to offset my stamp. So I'm going to do my handy little Post-it note. You've all seen me do this, and I'm just going to stick it down here like so to hold everything in place. These 2 are good. Welcome, Carol. I'm so glad you were able to watch and join with us tonight. So I'll put number 2 on again, and then we'll just give this a little... Oh, let's see if it's going to get started. Sometimes I have a struggle to get this thing started, so let's just go this way. It seems to like to go one way better than the other. Of course, when I'm on video, it's gonna... There we go. Okay. wheel this through. And I'm sorry if my camera is jumping all over the desk here. All right, so set that off to the side. Now we're going to have 3 wonderful die cut, well 4 actually. So we've got our circle, perfect. We've got our lovely rectangle, and we have our 2 flags. Oh my goodness. 1, 2. And now let's just set these off to the side. Wonderful. Okay, so now we can go ahead and finish our card. So what I want to do is I am going to decide whether I want my card to open like this or like this. So if we do it this way, we could, no, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to stick with the way Renee did it because I really like how her card turned out and it just works. So we're going to keep it like this. So I've got my small flap on the inside, my large flap on the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this here. I'm not gluing it quite yet. And then I want to have my flags kind of coming off the back of it. And I'm just going to sort of eyeball how I would like them. That looks kind of cute like that, right? So let's just lift this off carefully, holding that in place. And just going to give a dab of glue on both of these. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and tuck this right back on there. How we have, and if they move a little, it's okay. There was no science to that. It was just visually how I liked it. Okay, of course I have glue squirting out the top. That's nothing normal. Or nothing, that is normal. That's nothing unusual is what I meant to say. Okay, so we've got that piece just like that. And then I want to attach it to my side over here, again using multi-purpose glue. And the reason I like to use the multi-purpose glue is because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room if I need things to scooch on over, if I don't get them quite lined up. And I'm going to cheat a little and I'm going to use one of these dotted or checkered lines as my guide to ensure that this piece is straight. Okay, so there's our card coming together. Then let's see what we're going to do next. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of color onto our compass. And I love this. It says, "Every day with you is another adventure." It's a really great sentiment and it's an awesome image. So I've got my Stampin' Write markers and I've got crumb cake and Sahara sand. And Sahara sand is this color here mixed with the espresso. So I'm going to use that, but I also wanted to add a little bit of contrast using my crumb cake. So I'm just going to color this in real quick. And I'm going to use the larger pieces from my crumb cake, like so. And then, hello Renee! I'm so happy you joined us. I'm showcasing your beautiful card that you did in our masculine swap. So thank you for that. Okay, so there we have that colored. So you saw that I just did the smaller sections with Sahara sand. Now I'm going to attach this onto our piece here using Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm just going to stick 3 straight across the center of our die cut here. Okay, so that is just going to go. Oh, I want the words to sort of be straight. That would probably be wise. Okay, so there we've got that. And then we're going to add some of the rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. That is super tongue twisty. But there we go, we've got them. So we're going to use them. I'm going to use all of the larger size and I'm going to put one up here, one here, and then of course this fits beautifully, so let's pop one right in the center here as well. Okay, So there is our card, and as I showed you guys earlier, this is a card that Renee made that I fell in love with. It is just so awesome. So we've gone ahead and cased it tonight, switching some things up, using different paper, but exactly the same layout, and how different the cards turned out, but both of them are really cool cards. So I'm not sure, Renee, what the name of this actual fold is. So if you do know, you could type it in the comments. Right now, I'm just calling it like a double flap card because I don't know what it is called. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching and creating along with me. I'm going to switch up here a little. So I am back here with you guys all. Let me just move my camera so I can actually look straight at it. There we go. All right. So thank you so much for watching along tonight. And for creating this masculine themed card. You could use this awesome fold and do so many different things with it, right? But I love the way that it goes and showcases all these different designer series paper. So if the He's the Man collection is on your radar, it is a great time to purchase it. You can get the whole suite, like I mentioned earlier, for $94 here in Canada, which would get you one Celebration product. So if you order it before tomorrow, you would get a free Celebration gift as well. So any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Just message me here, DM me, text me, email me. I'm happy to help you any way that I can. And yeah, so lots of excitement coming in September. So please do subscribe to my newsletter. Go on over to YouTube and check that out too. Subscribe. And yeah, lots going on, like I said. So I will be sending that all out. I'm still a little bit vibrating and digesting everything I learned at Backstage. So there's a lot of excitement going on here at the Bird's Nest. And I'm so excited to start implementing some of these things that I've learned and been inspired by, and to share them all with you. So thanks again for watching for Tutorial Tuesday. I will be back again next week to share something else with you, some other little creative project. Until then, have a fabulous crafty week and happy stamping!